What is up, painters? Welcome to the first BFML, also known as Bluedy's Fandom Metronome League. This is where people from a different universe gets to play some Pokemon in a draft league. This is where, like, what you do in sports. You make a draft, you pick players, and you go and pick the draft that I selected was a snake draft. Because if you don't know, the Metronome League was inspired by none other than Mandjtv. More specifically, Mandjtv Plays. I watched the first, not the first. I watched the second season and then the third season, where M&J made it up with his own teams, and I thought that was pretty fun. I was looking forward for another season, but then it didn't come out, so I decided to make my own. Now, what fictional characters or other universes characters am I doing? Well, I'm gonna start with season 1 with a theme. Sorry, with a theme. And the theme is Demon Slayer. I decided to get 8 of the Demon Slayer cast and put them here on this show. Before I go and wrap up the teams and the people participating and the rules, be sure to go down there and click subscribe. If it's glowing red, then click it to gray. Don't forget to like the videos. Nah. And with that out of the way, let's dive in to my BFML, also known as Bluedy's Fandom Metronome League. Now, of course, I have to introduce the teams. And as I'm going through these teams, I'll be telling you what person is representing those teams. So, our first team is obviously the main 3 characters from Demon Slayer: Tanjiro, Zenitsu, and Inosuke. Tanjiro represents the Dragon Fire Spinners. Then Zenitsu represents the Thunder Shockers. Then is Inosuke, who represents the Raging Bulls. Now, as you can tell, that's only 3 cast. So I decided to bring their soon-to-be GFs. Yeah, because it's fun. That means that Nezuko represents the Bamboo Demons, Kano represents the Peaceful Butterflies, and AI represents the Ocean Butterflies. But as you probably tell, and probably know if you watch MJTV, that there will be 8 teams. Yep, 8 teams, 8 people. So with that in mind, I had to ask people in their universe to see if anyone would like to join. And yeah, Jiu was one of them. Yep, Jiu. And his team is the Silent Seas. But I was still missing one more person. And luckily, the Snake Boy, yep, Igaru, has joined just in time. And his team, the Snake Vipers, are in it to win it. There we go. So that's the 8 teams. And those are the 8 people that represent those teams. Now, let's go further on to the rules. The rules are exactly what Mandjtv did with his own Metronome League. There will be 8 teams equals 8 people can join, and the teams will play in 7 weeks, meaning there will be 7 battles in the regular season. Because I don't want to do like 3 battles for like every episode. And that's going to be like 12 battles an episode. And that's just going to be too long. And I'm not doing that. Definitely because I have school and stuff to do. Yeah, so 4 battles a day. So, yep, and 7 battles. Sorry. But the thing is, only 6 of them, 6 teams will make playoffs. The teams with the lowest score and differential points will not make playoffs. That means the team that is in like 7th and 8th, they will not make playoffs. So that means they are gonna have to do a good job. So that means if like there's any ties, we go by score. But if the scores are tied, then we go by differential points. Basically, how many Pokemon they won. Like, let's say you won with 2 Pokemon left standing. You get 2 points. But let's say you lost like 0 to 3. That means you minus 3, meaning that your differential score is -1. So that basically covers the rules, except that every Pokemon it needs to hold a Leppa Berry. Leppa Berries give Pokemon 10 more PP, since Metronome is the only move that they have, and it's way better than Struggle. And also, the last rule is that you cannot switch out on back-to-back turns. So that means that you can't stall out Metronome PP. But you can switch both Pokemon, but that means you can't switch in the immediate next turn. Anyway, let's get on to the draft. And you also know the teams. I'm pretty sure you like to see what Pokemon they drafted, since you guys are just going to pick your favorite character. But what about your favorite Pokemon? Does your favorite character have your favorite Pokemon from the Galar region? Let's find out. This is the draft board. And like I said before, it's a snake draft. You can tell because the person who gets the first pick also gets like the last pick in the second row and the fourth row. It also shows that the person who picks 8th also picks 9th, and the person picks 7th picks 10th, and so forth. So yeah, this is the snake draft, and this whole draft, the team's order were totally random. There was no bias involved in any of this. Seriously, there wasn't, because it was thanks to a generator I found online. Now, I'm pretty sure you guys want to see the teams now. The Peaceful Butterflies took Togekiss as her first round pick. Then the Silent Seas, Jiu took Poliwrath. And then the Dragon Fire Spitters took Hitmonchan. The Thundershockers took Politoed. Then the Bamboo Demons took Miltank. The Ocean Butterflies took Inteleon. The Snake Vipers took Alakazam, and the Raging Bulls having the first elbow pick, and he chose Sableye and Dusclops. You're surprised by the Sableye pick. Inniskewed is not the smartest person in Demon Slayer, and the gems on its body and in its eyes kind of reminded him of the crystals or gems in his cave when he lived there. Next was the Snake Viper's second pick, and he chose Kadabra. Next, for the Ocean Butterflies, was Ludicolo. The Bamboo Demons took Poltegeist. The Thundershockers took Togetic. The Dragon Fire Spinners took Munchlax. The Silent Seas took Dusknoir. And for the next elbow pick, the Peaceful Butterflies took Blissey and Slurpuff. Before I move on, the reason why Tanjiro took Munchlax is because he saw potential in it. So, just wanted to explain that. Anyway, the Silent Seas then took Snorlax. The Dragon Fire Spinners then took Male and Didi. The Thundershockers took Chansey. The Bamboo Demons took Galarian Mr. Mime. Then the Ocean Butterflies took Female and Didi for more girl power. The Snake Vipers then took Gengar. And finally, for the final elbow pick, ending round 3 but starting round 4, the Raging Bulls took Hitmonlee and Grimmsnarl. The Snake Vipers then took Clefable because it was the only Pokemon left standing that reminded him of Mitsuri, there we go. And then the Ocean Butterflies took Alcremie. As we know, AI loves to cook. Well, I believe it's just her hobby or what she does, but I don't think she's ever baked before, so she's hoping that she can learn a lot from Alcremie. Next, the Bamboo Demons took Mr. Mime, Kanto Mr. Mime. The Thundershockers then took Aromatisse, the Dragon Fire Spinners took Machamp, the Silent Seas took Mr. Rhyme because he saw that a lot of the people overlooked Mr. Rhyme. So he decided to take it himself. Then finally, the final pick, the Peaceful Butterflies took Machoke. This is the final draft. No resets, no takebacks, no switching Pokemon with other teams, nothing. This is the final draft. No more exceptions. Hopefully seeing the teams, the teams of what character represents and also what character picked what Pokemon really helped you to pick a favorite because, I hope it definitely got a lot of your interests now. Now, you may be wondering what is my favorite, and I won't tell you. Well, actually, to be honest, I don't have a favorite because it would be very unfair for all of you guys, you viewers, who loves probably a different team than me. So I don't have a favorite to all make it fair. I am super excited about this, super stoked about it, and the first week's battle will be posted very soon. After this, maybe next week or maybe this week, who knows? But whatever day I post it, I have to post it on that day every single day. If I don't, it will be most likely because I'm busy with school and stuff like that. But with that all the way, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time on the first week of the BFML.